again about how you almost ruined Christmas with that fat shit.
A classic Christmas tale as old as time itself. Well, this one goes out to all you Christmas enthusiasts out there. Gather around your fireplace, put on your best bathrobe, and just cuddle on up as I tell you this timeless tale. A tale Dr. Seuss would be afraid to tell you, but I'm not. I go where Dr. Seuss never would. So, I'm not a religious man by any means. I've seen Rick and Morty. I've been wubba lubba dub dub to enlightenment. Rick Sanchez has opened my third fucking eye, you know. But Tiana's family is moderately religious, so they go to church every Christmas Eve. And I was very hungry, so before then, Tiana had brought me, I guess, whatever the fuck she found in the dumpster on her way home. It was just like 2 pieces of burnt charcoal and mulch that was slapped between stale bread and covered in motor oil. But I ate it. I was so hungry I'd eat the asshole off of a farmer. Not that farmers have notoriously filthy buttholes or anything, but it just serves to illustrate that I was extremely hungry at that given time period. So I ate the sandwich. Upon finishing that unholy abomination of what some people would call food, I suppose, I could immediately feel a fat shit cooking deep within my rectum that was going to send 2018 out with a bang. I only wish I had more time to evacuate my ass before going to church, but we were cutting it close. We were down to the wire in the 4th quarter, and I didn't have time. We needed to get to church because the service was at 4, and it was like 3:35 when I finished eating whatever she pulled up from the soil on her way home. And I knew that this was probably going to be how I died. I thought it was going to be an absolute disaster. It felt as though God himself was exorcising my asshole. I was going to shit out all of my Christmas spirit. God himself would smell it, and he would frown upon what he had put on this earth. His creation disappointed him. My shit was going to be outrageous, biblical, and it was going to be in the house of the Lord, a holy place. But for just a moment, I let the devil into my colon, and it was rearing its ugly head. Lucifer was going to infiltrate that church, and his portal was my butthole. And so I was cooking up this hard stomach aching, big shit ready to rock and roll, and we got in the car. I was being a trooper like a champion. I hopped in the car, and Tiana's dad was fucking drifting around corners, which didn't help. I was just getting the juices flowing, fucking scooting in sideways to church right in the nick of time to make it to the service. And at that moment, that church wasn't a church. That was a fucking battlefield. That was a war zone right there, an active war zone. And I knew I was about to drop something the toilet would never forget. The church bathroom was the shores of Normandy, and my asshole was the ships carrying the soldiers, and it was about to be an all-out charge. And I knew I was probably going to ruin Christmas. I knew this wasn't going to be like a short shit. This was going to be like a overnight camping trip of shitting. I could feel it the whole way. I knew what I was dealing with. I'm a shit connoisseur. I've shit a lot in my life. And I knew what I had ready to rock and roll. And I didn't want to just disappear for the whole church service because it means a lot to Mr. and Mrs. Tiana parents. So I felt really bad, but there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, I go in, and it's like a Christmas miracle out of a fairy tale. The second I sat down in the pews with the church manuscript or the schedule, whatever the fuck is going on, the basketball roster, whatever the fuck they talk about Christmas Eve for church, as soon as I started reading that, I didn't have to shit at all. The Lord pulled the shit from my colon for just that moment, and I made it through the entire service without taking a fat shit. And that's how Christmas of 2018 was spared in the Pennsylvania area.
And how many songs did you sing at church, Charlie?
0 songs. I'm surprised the church wasn't singing to me. Hey, he did it. He didn't fucking poop himself over there. Yeehaw! Holy nights. Silent charting over there.